Hey everyone, Vilm here. Welcome, or not so welcome, to a video of mainly discussing something that's been bugging me the last few months and what's actually recently just happened. Let's start off with what's recently just happened. There are no longer going to be map spotlights anymore on this channel. Why, you may ask? That's because Level has decided to leave the channel with immediate effect. Why is this? Well, it's kind of complicated. Let me tell you how I met Level in the first place. I met him through YouTube/Steam. I actually don't really remember too much. I just remember that he made a mod, and I reviewed it, and he said he really liked my channel, and he asked if he could be in it one day. I said to him, well, if you can make something cool to show me and something different, then sure, I'd do it. And I said this to a couple of people at the time, and then Level showed me his video, and it was absolutely hilarious. It was a video about this game called Snow, and I really, really loved it. And it got me thinking, what if I could use him to do spotlight videos? So I thought, I haven't done map spotlights, sort of was always in the pipeline. Why don't I do that? So I asked him if he was interested in doing that, and he said, sure, why not? It'd be a really cool idea. And so the videos began. It got a lot of good feedback, generally speaking. I got it got mostly positive like to dislike ratios. It got a lot of views. We're talking about at least a good 500 plus views in the 3 videos that spanned, which is not bad considering it's a new type of series, and it drew some new type of people to watch the channel as well. And it was going really well, and Level's a very humorous guy, and the videos seemed to work out well. So then the summer break came, and all of a sudden I was getting all kinds of messages from not just people I know, but mainly people I didn't know. They were randomly sending me messages, and modders and mappers were sending me messages telling me, thank you for putting it in our video, but I kinda don't like the fact it's too humorous. Which I told them, well, that's kind of the whole point of the videos. I thought it would be a bit more funny to actually put them on the channel. So when I came back from vacation, I told this to Level. I said, look, I'm getting all this criticism. Should we probably try and tone it down a little bit, the humor, just a little bit, not too much, because I think then otherwise I think we'll be satisfying more people. At first he was like, why do I need to do this in the first place? And then at first I thought he was warming up to the fact that I think he liked it. But then I got a message this morning. Actually, no, I got a message prior to that saying, "You sure they want less humor?" And I said, "Well, I think commenters and other people want that, but I don't know. I mean, I think if these modders and other people that I don't know are telling me this, it might be a good idea just to do it anyway, because we might get more views, we might get more people, we might be a bit more likable with this Map Spotlight series." And then this morning I got a message, which is was saying that that he was leaving. That it said apparently it was all my fault, basically. That apparently I was overruling him. That apparently that I wasn't realizing that his humor was the shining trait of the whole series. Which I told him that was sort of the whole point, but apparently I didn't register that. Apparently that he was doing this more for fun, and that it shouldn't be treated like a business, which, again, as anyone who knows me, and I even made a whole video about it, I don't do this for business. If I would have been making money, and I'm not. I just am very organized, and this is how I do it. That he was going to block me from YouTube and Steam, and then afterwards, apparently he was saying as well that it was his intention to leave in the first place. And that apparently it was going to happen sooner rather than later. Now, why does this make me angry? One, as I've just said, I told him bluntly up front that this is what people said, and this is not what I said. Okay? There's a difference. Because I actually agreed with him, and I defended him. I defended him since he started the channel, and I've been getting criticism for a while, and then people started to warm up to him. They started liking him. The views started coming in. The like-dislike ratio came from dislike all the way to like, because they started getting the idea of the whole video and the whole series. And, you know, what is amazing about this whole situation is how sometimes it makes me think about this whole Garry's Mod community in the first place. Gonna be honest with you, it's very young, so people take criticism sometimes really badly. You know, they love to abuse other users and prove to people that others are wrong and that you know that they are right. And they don't really take into consideration, you know, the other side, what makes people happy. And I said to him in an email, and I'm not going to quote all of it because most of it is personal between us two. But I said to him in one email, I said that because his argument was saying that there were two other people that claimed that he was funny, and that the videos were really good. And he should have said actually three, because I agreed with him that they were funny. But I said to him, as also a counter-argument, I told him that two included, and then excluding myself, 3 people's perspective is different from 20. And I've said it like 1,000 times. If Apple made iPhones for one person, and including themselves, then they wouldn't be worth the billions that they are worth. They wouldn't be the most valued property on the stock markets, or one of them, at least. And I don't know much about business, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. And you know, immediately after this, his comrades, his amigos, started saying, "Yeah, you're wrong. You're this and that. We don't want to see our maps on Tag Gamer anymore," and all kinds of stuff, like as if it's one big business and that it's one big corporate type of thing, and that it's apparently all my fault. And my argument is that if it were my fault, I wouldn't be getting the criticism that I did, okay? And I've tried to argue it. I think I'm a very reasonable guy in a lot of situations. I'm very blunt, I'll admit that, but, you know, I feel that I'm a very reasonable individual, and, you know, I defend people to the ends of the earth. I defended, you know, TFA, I've defended Level, but some people claim that that's not defending, that apparently it's all my fault as a result. And all I gotta say is this whole situation is immature. From both sides. Myself, and for sure him. And I gotta be honest with you, you know, it's not a situation I want to be in. I remember I talked to Takoji a week ago, because he's a good pal of mine, you know, we're very, very close. And we were discussing, you know, he was telling me why he puts himself offline on Steam. And he said it's for reasons that, you know, that I'm having right now, that people just want to abuse the system. That they don't like it if they don't have it their way. And it's because he thinks the audience is too young, which I do agree. But at the same time, you know, younger audiences are kind of what makes my channel grow. Most of my analytics suggest this otherwise. You know, and this is... I think the conclusion is that I'm too friendly. I allow people to push me over, and they can sort of blame me for everything afterwards as a result. And honestly, that's not going to happen anymore. I have been debating, to be honest, between all of us for the last 6-7 months whether I wanted to continue making mod spotlights and stuff like that. I am going to continue it, don't you worry about that, because I do like it, and I do like reviewing new mods, because I love Garry's Mod. But I don't like the Garry's Mod community as much as I did before. You know, and it's not fun anymore. It's just too all over the place. It's too immature in my view. Too many people are complaining about stupid things and getting others into fights, like what I'm having now with Level. So, to be honest, I don't know what else really to say about it. It's an extremely flawed community. I've made so many videos complaining about it. Clearly they don't register it. So as of right now, I will not do map spotlights. And I will only do map spotlights if someone really is willing to risk their subscribers to join the channel. So if they have like 500 to 1,000 subs, I'm not going to do any lower. And I'm going to be very strict about that. So if you have less than 100 and you always want to apply for a new video position, not going to happen. Because of situations like this. Because there are people, unfortunately, that want to be in this situation. And you know what's the worst thing is? I was going to help Level out. You know, he wanted to do some old retro games. The idea was that we were going to put retro games also onto the channel and onto his channel, and I was going to buy him a video card. In fact, I was about to buy it today. But that's not going to happen anymore. You know, it's just not going to happen. Because, like I said, I guess some people love to point the blame on others, and I don't think I did anything wrong. In fact, if anything, I've done very little wrong. It's just criticism. And my father, and he's a very great person and a great man, he always said the best people in the world are the people that take the criticism the most. And, you know, I agree, I have some problems taking criticism, like any other human, but there are others that just don't. And I'm not going to say any names, not going to do anything else. Honestly, I just want to wish Level the best of luck. I hope his channel does well. You know, I always say that if you guys ever want to go into YouTube and make channels and do it for fun, that's the most important thing. But if you want to get views, you have to take it somewhat seriously, and I'm somewhere in between. If I were taking it seriously, I'd be making money from it. But I'm not. End of. And right now, it's not a situation I want to be in. So sorry for the moody, gloomy video, but this has been pretty serious. I don't think I did anything wrong, and I know I didn't do anything wrong, but things have to change, and things in the community need to change, because right now we cannot allow this type of immaturity to crossfire over everything. And we have to sort of, you know, be a little bit more mature. We have to take criticism as a blessing, you know? I mean, if for example, we didn't take criticism very well, and we only followed our own thoughts, progress would never be made, in any shape or form. You know, TV shows wouldn't be made. You know, movies wouldn't be made. Video games wouldn't be made. You know, products wouldn't be made. This microphone that I'm using wouldn't be made. Although, to be honest, it's a pretty terrible microphone, the one I'm using right now. But still, the whole point is that criticism's the best thing to use. And if you don't agree with it, that's one thing. But then use it as a way to sort of prove people that you're right by using their constructive criticism and making your videos or products or anything better. In video games, if you make them, the first thing you need to do is alpha and beta test with others, because their opinion matters. Otherwise, it's a terrible game. Just look at The Order 1886, for crying out loud. A game that looked beautiful and great, but was just a bunch of cutscenes, and was a pretty terrible game overall. So that's it from me. Yeah, honestly, I'm really upset. I'm torn, and I don't really know what else to say, you know? I think, honestly, I've been more bullied than actually praised in any way so far. Thank you very much for watching. Isn't it great that I'm making a video like this just after hitting 1,000 subs? It's wonderful. And you guys mean a lot to me. I don't have any friends in real life, really. I do, but not that many. And, you know, you guys, when I hear comments every day about how, you know, how much you enjoy my videos, it really means the world. And I make them for you. I don't make it for anyone else. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Level, if you're there, good luck, man.